Welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is, whenever I can get my thing here, January 19th, 2023. We got another AEW that just finally ended. Well, not finally ended. It's like almost 12 right now. I was hoping that I could get rid of this headache or it will go away. I took a Tylenol and it's not doing anything. So I'm doing this video while having a headache, and I hate headaches. Because I can't move my head very much. Every time I do, I get dizzy or my head hurts. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it for a passion. But ladies and gentlemen, nothing really big happened in this show. I'm getting really bored of it right now. It's always the same matches. There's no story. What are you doing, doggy? There's no story of these matches. Like, there's nothing. Jay Lethal, somehow, some way, he got a title shot for the All-Atlantic Championship. I understand with Darby Allin is doing an open challenge. I understand that. That is understandable because WWE did the same thing. Like with Sami Zayn. How the hell did he get a shot of the United States title when John Cena did the open challenge with the United States title? How did Sami get a title shot? He didn't win any matches in the main roster. He was part of NXT. But he was a top guy. Even Kushida, that's coming to AEW to versus Darby Allin, is a top guy to do the open challenge. Remember, they always had this forbidden door happening every time AEW has a show. But Jay Lethal is currently on AEW, and the last couple of championships, the tag title is the other, I think the All-Atlantic and the TNT, he has lost. He did not win a lot of matches, but somehow Jay Lethal gets a title shot. Because something happened at Rampage. Oh my god. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Orange Cassidy defending his All-Atlantic Championship against Jay Lethal in a match. Awesome. And then during that match, we got Satana Singh, whoever that guy's name is. I don't know his name anymore. The big giant guy that looks like the Great Khali. I'm sorry, he's useless right now. The Great Khali was useless. The Great Khali was just a big giant guy that couldn't wrestle. The guy almost falls every time he does a punch. And this Singh guy, he's the same thing as the Great Khali. Useless. Jeff Jarrett and the Singh guy came out from the audience, and they walked down the stairs, and Sanjay Dutt he has a front row seats for Jeff Jarrett and Singh, but Danhausen came up behind them and asked for their tickets, and they gave them their tickets, but somehow, some reason, the Best Friends got the front row tickets. Every time Singh and Jeff Jarrett wants to jump over the barricade, Sanjay Dutt says, "No, you're going to get me fired." Some reason. And then the winner of that match was Orange Cassidy retaining the championship. And then Singh wants to beat up Best Friends and Orange Cassidy, but Sanjay Dutt stopped that, saying, "You're going to get me fired." And then Jeff Jarrett was about to whack one of the Best Friends, or Orange Cassidy, with the, I don't know, I'm looking at my arm for it. I see a pimple on my arm. I need to stop drinking sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Jarrett was about to use his guitar, but Sanjay Dutt stopped that as well. And then Orange Cassidy did his slow kicks. That doesn't really mean anything because they're not getting hurt. And Sanjay Dutt got angry and looks like he was going to get himself fired. But Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett stopped him. That he doesn't get fired. Because he's a producer. He's not a manager. He's not a wrestler. He's a producer. He's not supposed to be involved in matches. Then we had Top Flight versus, oh, I gotta yawn. We had Top Flight versus the new Trios Champions. Well, two of them. The Young Bucks in a tag team match. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, and with a big upset victory, Top Flight beats the Young Bucks. While we have the Acclaim and the Guns, the Gun Club, Mr. Billy Guns, his kids, something happened on Rampage. Something with cement. They got pushed with their butt first into cement, and they're not happy about that. And they keep on saying that they made the Acclaim, they made them more popular, made them win championships somehow. I think didn't they betray them before they got the championship? So technically, you didn't help them win the championships if you betrayed them before and they won it by themselves. So no, you did not help them. And then the Acclaim came out, but the Gun Club said no, Max Caster does not do his rap. But ladies and gentlemen, they said cut their mics and put my music on it, then I could do my rap, and he did his rap. And then we had a brawl between the Acclaim and the Gun Club until Billy Gunn stopped it and took everybody else. He didn't attack though. I think he just shoved them away for that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Gunn says, "You're my kids. You're the champs. I want you to act like it." And he says next week they're going to sit around, I guess, sit in a circle like therapy, and talk about their problems. Is this a therapy session now? Next, we got Ricky Starks will be versus Jake Hager. I didn't really care for this match. I'm not a big fan of Jake Hager. He's not really doing much. You know, when they did the name tag, when they say Jake Hager and it talks about how many wins he got, how many losses he got, and some weird notes that they do every single time when they do these things. Sometimes it says with Hangman that he drank some beer. But ladies and gentlemen, when they said Jake Hager with Chris Jericho, they even said Jake Hager with his hat. It's like Al Snow again. But I don't remember they saying, introducing with head Al Snow. No. Why is it with his hat? His hat is not even a human being. It's a stupid hat. It's purple. Oh my God. I don't know why he likes the hat so much, but I don't like the hat. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Ricky Starks, and he did run out of the ring and went through the audience before he could get attacked by the Jericho Society people. Then we got Bryan Danielson and versus Bandito. I am so happy that we didn't have to hear MJF talk for an hour. Oh my God. Thank God. He did not come into the ring and talk for an hour. Maybe because Bryan Danielson came to the ring first, then Bandito. I totally thought Bandito and Dragon Lee was the same guy, but they're not the same guy. I'm like, isn't this guy supposed to be in WWE? I'm like, oh, never mind. His name is Bandito, not Dragon Lee. Never mind, I got it wrong. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Bryan Danielson. And then we had to hear MJF on the Titantron. I don't even remember what he said. He said a whole bunch of things. He says that something about a mask, but Bryan Danielson is not versing a guy with a mask next week. He's versing Brian Cage. And MJF paid Brian Cage and his manager. I got something in my eyeball. He paid Brian Cage and the manager, I guess, he paid both, that he doesn't care Brian Cage wins or loses, but he wants Brian Cage to break Bryan Danielson's arm. Let's see if that's going to happen next week. Then we had Toni Storm versus Willow Nightingale, and Lady Jo and Saraya was upset with Shida because Shida is the one that threw her candlestick into the ring last week to make Britt Baker and Jimmy Hater win. And then, ladies and gentlemen, during the match, Saraya told Shida to stay in the backstage, but she didn't listen because during the match, Shida came to the ring. And then at the end, we saw Saraya, whatever her name is, she distracted the ref from Willow. Willow was doing something, and then Toni Storm gets the win. But Saraya and Toni Storm attacked Willow after the match. Shida did not even do anything. She just stand there. So that could be a trio heel turn. Well, we already know Shida turned heel. I don't know why she made her team lose if she turned heel. And then these two just turned heel. And then Ruby Soho came out and Toni Storm and Saraya just walked away. They ran like babies. Remember, Ruby Soho and Willow Nightingale was in a street fight last week on Rampage. So I'm hoping they do a women's tag team because they got multiple women's tag teams now. Like, they're putting Saraya and Toni Storm as a team. They got Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, Anna Jay and Tay Mello. They got Willow Nightingale and Ruby Soho, Maria Shafir, I believe, and Nia Rose. They should do a women's tag team division. Oh no, they should, because none of the women's division champions was even on the show this week. There was no TBS champion. There was no AEW women's champion. They just need to get their thing straight. Like, seriously, get it straight. Ladies and gentlemen, then our main event was Darby Allin defending the TNT title against Kushida. Pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Darby Allin retaining the title, and he shook the hand of Kushida and he hugged him out. But ladies and gentlemen, nobody attacked him. Who's the next person to accept the open challenge of Darby Allin? We will find that out maybe next week or this Friday. That's all for me today. Time is out. Bye. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody's still talking about Jay Briscoe's passing. And ladies and gentlemen, now I know how he died. He died from a car accident. And we heard that his kids was in the car as well. I'm hoping that his kids are fine as well. I'm hoping that they don't pass away, because it will hurt the mother really a lot more, because she just lost her husband, and losing children is horrible. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, a car accident, it's upsetting. That's why people have to be careful when you drive, because there's a lot. I'm going to say this now. There's a lot of stupid people out there that drives. That people don't care about other people's well-being on the road. I don't drive, but my dad drives, and sometimes I get scared because my dad's a good driver. It's just him near bad drivers. Like, somebody could hit him, or somebody could stop like a stupid idiot, and then my dad could ram him because he did not pay attention or did not know that this guy did that. Like, he can't hit his brakes fast enough. Nobody should be doing that. So I get terrified because my dad drives. Me and my brother don't drive, so I don't have to worry about my brother getting in a car accident. It's just my dad. I don't want my dad to go in a car accident. I don't want to get a call saying that he's in the hospital because of some dumb guy don't know how to drive. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear that. That's just, oh my God. So I understand how it feels, but I get terrified as well because my dad drives, and there's a lot of stupid people that don't know how to drive. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. There's a lot of people that does not drive and doesn't care about other people's well-beings. They will, if they're in a rush, they won't care. They won't care about people's well-beings. So, ladies and gentlemen, rest in peace to Jay Briscoe. It is upsetting still. It's a really upsetting. I would love to see these guys live if they came to Destiny Wrestling, if they could. But now I guess we can't because Jay Briscoe passed. But maybe Mark Briscoe. We don't know the future of Mark Briscoe. Will he ever wrestle again? Because he done this a lot of years with his brother. I think he started with his brother, and now his brother's not there. He's not here anymore. What is he going to do next? Will he wrestle? Will he be a singles competitor? We don't know. I hope we get some updates on that. That's all for you today. Tyler's out. Bye.